Hello, beautiful one, and welcome to the tip of the week. Andrea and I have decided to create little videos with tips in between the interviews on this channel because we really want to support you and inspire you and also give you some really hands-on insights and tips that you can take and use right away in your writing, right? So I'm very excited to share this first tip on the channel, and I'll go right into it in a moment. But first, I just want to remind you to make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and that you also click that little bell button so you get notification whenever there is a new tip or a new interview, so you don't miss anything, right? And also remember to like the video if you get an insight or if it inspires you, and share with me in the comments how it touched you and how you can relate to what I'm going to share with you. Because now I will share with you what in my world makes your writing unforgettable. I mean, that's what we all want when we write. We want to write something that really touch our reader's heart and soul and make us hard to forget. Something that really moves our readers. And this goes no matter if you write poetry, songs, children's books, blogging, social media, or fiction or non-fiction. So there's a key that can show you how to write in a way that is unforgettable. And I have found that in my work, in my own writing, in my own books, and also in, when mentoring many writers, that these two things are like the secrets that makes your writing unforgettable. But first of all, I'd like to share with you, you probably know this quote by Maya Angelou that we see everywhere on Instagram and Facebook, right? And it says, people don't remember what you said, but what you made them feel. And that's easy to nod and say, yeah, but really, this is so important. And how can we make our readers feel us? But first, we actually need to understand, why do we read? Why do we actually read? And, you might think that you read in order to gain knowledge, to learn something, to be entertained. And that might be true on a level, but on a deeper level, on a soul level, every reader has a longing. It might be an unconscious longing, but it is a longing in the soul to feel recognition and to feel the sense of wonder. And when we understand that, we can provide that to our readers, right? We read not to feel alone. We read to feel the recognition of a mirror in what we read. And we also read to get that moment of aha and awe and wonder, that little moment that opens a heart. And as a reader, that's what we are longing for, and we might not even be conscious of it. But when you as a writer know that, you can also give your reader that experience, and that will make your writing unforgettable. And people may not even know why, but they will just feel something, and they'll feel you, and they will come back and they will read you again and again. So how can we create an experience of wonder? Wonder, we cannot convey the experience of wonder to our reader unless we allow ourselves to be touched by the wonder of life. That's so simple as it is. So when we as writers are open to be present and allow our hearts to be touched by the wonder of life, could be the way that the sun hits the eyes of a child in the supermarket. It could be that little moment of synchronicity, a sign, something. It can be the beauty of something that just touch you. And whenever your heart is touched, listen to it. And I'll say take notes, right? Because that is the portal into writing something that can really touch your reader's soul. And even if you write nonfiction and you don't write poetry, you can infuse your writing with these little moments, these little poetic moments that opens the heart in the reader and gives that little moment of awe, of wonder. And that's a practice. And when you are aware that this is important, you can also infuse it consciously into your writing and give it as little gifts of light to your reader, right? And when it comes to creating recognition, it's all about being willing to make yourself available or make your writing available as a mirror for the reader, a full mirror that contains all nuances and aspects. And whether you write personally about your life and about your journey, many of us do that, then it's very obvious how you can just really stop hiding and show your vulnerability. Allow the reader to see you fully, own all of your experience and all of who you are, and that will make the mirror a full mirror where you can recognize all kinds of feelings, right? All kinds of human experience, human feelings, because we all have these feelings. And often in spirituality, as I know many of us write inside a spiritual kind of realm, it can be easy to focus on the light only, that we want only to share the light. But when you're willing to share also the darkness, also the vulnerable parts, your writing becomes so much deeper and so much more of a mirror, and it's a service to your reader and can create the deepest healing and transformation in your reader. But also if you write fiction, if you write children's stories, if you write novels, you can be conscious to make sure that your writing and your character experience all kinds of human emotions. And you can even make a list of all kinds of emotions, from jealousy to anger to doubt to worry to love and joy and all the happy feelings, but also really make sure that you've gone through all kinds of feelings. And then you can ask yourself, is my character experiencing all of these feelings somewhere during the story or not? And if something is missing, you can go in and actually fill that out. And that will make the character much more believable, but it will also create a mirror, because stories, fiction stories, are also powerful mirrors and can create the deepest recognition in the reader. So this goes for no matter if you write personally about yourself or if you write from a character. And so with this insight, I hope that I have inspired you to look at your writing from this perspective and ask yourself, every time you write something, does it contain an experience of wonder and an experience of recognition? And in that way you can write in a way that will make your writing unforgettable and touch your reader deeply, and also create transformation in your reader. So with that, I wish you a beautiful day, and thank you so much for listening. Share with me in the comments if this was insightful, helpful, and useful, and I would love to hear from you. And sending you much love and blessings. Bye.